Women are dating losers more than ever. Here are the facts. Using just one brief and succinct example, I'll walk you through the reasons why the sexual marketplace is in such disarray. Hello, bonjour and buenos dias people. I am Tug, the Unapologetic Gentleman, and this is Tug Talk, episode 2 of the Sexual Marketplace Chronicles, the story of Jeremy Meeks. Jeremy Meeks, as you may remember, was a former gangbanger arrested and imprisoned in 2014. After arrest, police posted his mugshot on Facebook, which went viral, and inside of 24 hours gained more than 15,000 likes and 3,000 comments, mostly from enamored women. His mugshot continues to gain attention even till today. Now, no diddy. This man's looks does reach the threshold of an Adonis, so much so that his mother was able to raise money through a GoFundMe page, which his sister was able to use to hire a lawyer. His looks and the attention he garnered because of them allowed him till today to enjoy a successful career in modeling and even acting. It must be mentioned that Meeks was married in 2008, but subsequently divorced in 2018 for reasons you'll find out shortly. So, to recap, we have an incredibly attractive man who is a gangbanger and convict, imprisoned. This man has got a lot of attention, and because of his looks, when he comes out of prison, he goes straight into a career modeling and acting. When Jeremy Meeks comes out of prison, he enters into a relationship with one Miss Chloe Green. She is proof that women are dating losers more than ever. To recap, June 2014, Jeremy Meeks is arrested. March of 2016, he is released. June of 2017, he begins dating Chloe Green, who he meets in Turkey. May of 2018, Chloe gives birth to their son, and August 2019, they split and are selling their joint home. Why is this relevant? Why do we care about Chloe Green? Well, we care about Chloe Green because Chloe Green is someone of major significance. But to know who Chloe Green is, we first need to find out who her father is, a Mr. Philip Green. Philip Green, or Sir Philip Green, is a Jewish British businessman and was the former chairman of the retail company called the Arcadia Group. The Arcadia Group owned a whole load of well-known British clothing retailer chains, which he sold under some kind of bankruptcy scandal. That's neither here nor there, but what is relevant is today, Philip Green is worth a reported £3.8 billion. Along with yachts and private jets, he owns a solid gold Monopoly set which features his own acquisitions. His wife is named Tina, whom he married in 1990, and he has 2 daughters, one of which is Chloe Green. Chloe Green, the daughter of a billionaire, an heiress. Jeremy Meeks, a former gangbanger and convict, had access to the daughter of a billionaire. Not only did he have sexual access, but he also was able to impregnate her and have a child with her. They did not marry. I'm not so sure when in history convicts had access to the daughters of billionaires. Following their split, Chloe Green then proceeded to marry businessman Manuel Tiela in 2022 to continue what was expected of her in life, which is to marry before carry to a respectable person, a respectable businessman in this case, much like her father. But for the purposes of his endeavors, Jeremy Meeks has made Chloe Green seem as if she was living on a council estate or on the block, on benefits, with no father in sight, with no lineage, no history of well-to-doness and respectability. We have a former convict make a baby mama out of an heiress, someone that stands to inherit billions of pounds. And how did he get to do this? Not because he was a high-value man, no, because he was handsome, because he was an Adonis. As we can see in today's world, the whole looks aspect of a man is so intoxicating and such a requirement, especially living in this Instagram era, that women will pick the most awful characters just because they can post an amazing pic with him staring into his beautiful beige eyes, garnering thousands of likes on Instagram. What were the options of a former convict in a bygone era? Certainly not the daughter of someone well-to-do or a billionaire, but in this modern world, he does it quite effortlessly. In Islam, one of the many tenets behind marrying multiple women is that the man must be able to provide equally for all wives and their children. The consequence of that is the most successful men in society get the privilege of marrying the best women on the market. Fast forward to 2024, and the most unfortunate, lackluster, and unproductive members of society get to marry some of the best that we have to offer, in complete contravention to anything that Islam would promote. A man like this would be entitled to almost no wives or no women, or not the best of society. Not to say that Chloe Green is the most attractive, but she comes from very good stock. And someone like Chloe Green usually would be a million miles away from someone like Jeremy Meeks. Possibly he's a cleaner in a big house and she has a slight affair. It has happened. A bit of a rumble and fumble about with the help. But to give him a child, the highest honor that a woman can bestow upon a man, give a child to someone who is literally a loser, despite his career in modeling and acting. I think this is a practice that women are repeating on all different scales of the spectrum. It's not just the high value men women are after. It's all about the looks. Or, if you refer to my previous videos, in what order? Wants versus needs. What comes first? The ironic thing about Adonis as a concept in Greek mythology was that he shared both Aphrodite and Persephone. So already we know that this is a man that garners the attention of all types of women. So his whole idea is to not be a faithful person. Ironically enough, Adonis was apparently gored by wild boar during a hunting trip. Of all the various wild animals to be killed by, I don't think you could call yourself a good, productive man if you're killed by wild boar. So, handsome, attractive, Adonis, non-productive, but the ability to give children to the best women we have on the market. I think this is clear proof that women are dating losers more than ever. Now, not to say that any man that's an Adonis can't be productive or high value. I, in my circle of friends, have a couple that reach the Adonis threshold and are very productive at the same time. But the attention they get from women is not because they're successful, is not because they can provide, but only because of what they look like. During the early noughties and mid-noughties, I would watch music videos where rappers would spend lavishly on women. Well, one of my Adonis friends recently, on his birthday, met a girl. Within 2 weeks, she's spending £1,000 on hotel and massages and dinner because he's so incredibly attractive. The roles have reversed. It's no longer men needing to spend money on women. Well, not if you're attractive. It's if you're attractive and you're a man, sit back and I will shower goods and spend money and fly you across the world. After all, women are very successful in the workplace and are competing with men financially. If you are a woman hell-bent on being with an Adonis who doesn't give you the kind of relationship you deserve, who also probably doesn't provide what you need, the answer would probably be to date someone where, as Dr. King said, it's all about the content of his character. Because if you date firstly on what he looks like, in this modern world, he has the attention of thousands of other women. There is now no need for him to be as productive as once was required. He can offer less and less and less. The golden penis syndrome is strong, and women will go without. The sexual marketplace is in disarray. The really attractive guy has all women. The average guy has none. All women cannot settle down with the attractive guy because his options are too many. Everyone loses, maybe except the Adonis. Check out my next video on the Indian matchmaker, where I offer further proof that the sexual marketplace is driven ferociously by looks. So until then, goodbye, au revoir, and hasta luego.